Hello friends, welcome back to my gaming channel New York. So let's continue on our gameplay walkthrough of Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. So we are here on the dig site looking for clues about the ivory bath's construction. 1 second. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, we are back.
Newcomer, talk to the professor first. He's the old fellow with the glasses and the plans.
Okay.
May I ask for your assistance?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
So I have to talk to the professor first. This guy, yes.
Where's the fire in your eyes? Where's the smile? I am sick and tired of seeing apathy among the new workers.
Sir, believe me, I do have the spark. I want to start work straight away. It's as important to me as it is to you.
Ah, that's the spirit. I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
How did you meet last time you saw Mr. Gill?
When was the last time you saw...
Young man, you're disappointing me. I'd like to see a bright career for you as the best digger on the island. Don't ruin it. We'll talk when you find something useful.
How did you meet Mr. Gill then?
how did you meet me?
Don't ask questions. You'll have to find the answers yourself. I'm not a nanny. I'm a busy man who is changing the course of history.
I'm ready to
I
work.
am ready to work.
Splendid. Do you know what I am working on?
Archeological treasure. You're hoping to find something priceless, something that will change our history.
Bravo, young man. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's true. We're looking for Vitus Lemonius's tomb.
I'll help you. That is my goal as a worker.
Good. Listen to me carefully then. I hate repeating myself. I am Professor Swift. We have 3 rules here. Don't touch anything, always return the tools, and don't distract me unless you find something.
Sounds simple enough. Are you the only one in charge here, Mr. Swift?
Yes, I am the only one and no one else. You hear anything other than that, it's a lie. People of your kind can have difficulty understanding who's in charge. Take a minute, memorize my face, and then get to work.
Oh, I will definitely take a closer look to memorize my superior.
Okay, observe. Inconvenient but broken glasses. Inconvenient but continues to wear. Thick notebook. Meticulous. Elbow bruises. Fresh and untethered. Indifferent dirty clothes. Indifferent or poor. What else am I missing? No ring, unmarried. Arthur Swift is an archaeologist attempting to find the tomb of Vitus Lemonius on Cordona. Arthur Swift is old, poor, and cannot take care of himself, let alone afford new clothes or accessories. He entered the field of archaeology solely for financial reasons. His enterprise with Theodore Gilden was a ruse to fleece the rich man. At Arthur's age, the last chance he had to earn money was to find the tomb of the legendary Liggett, knowledge seeker. Arthur Swift is an archaeologist attempting to find the tomb of Vitus Limonis on Cordona. Just a second, okay. 1 second, okay. Arthur Swift, his name is right. Okay, so he uses all his resources to locate the ancient site, driven by an obsession to expand the knowledge of humankind. He does not care about his appearances nor occasional wounds incurred during research, such as the injured elbow on his left arm. His life is documented in meticulous details in a diary he treasures. Arthur Swift has sacrificed almost everything he has in a thankful attempt to uncover more about the past. Now that is something I have to get to know. He looks because his dirty clothes and broken glasses makes him look like a money grabber, but I don't know. I don't think he's a money grabber though, because like he showed interest in getting to know this, right? I feel he's a knowledge seeker. Because like on that contract also he was ready with what was given with him, right?
I wish I could be as passionate about something as you are, Mr. Swift. You value knowledge and dedication over everything else.
It's a long road, young man. A sharp eye and attention to detail are the only stepping stones along this path. You have to sacrifice everything you love for the larger prize.
Exactly. So much in life is superficial. I wish more people would understand.
I never heard a truer word, lad. Folk will ignore what truly matters in life, and for what? Convenience.
Bold words indeed. I doubt that many scientists would be willing to support their bragging with fieldwork.
The academic world is full of restrictions. Our honorable professors are too afraid to dirty their hands. God forbid if they have a stain on their shirt. You can follow in my footsteps. You can start learning by returning to work. Show me what you can find.
Okay.
Take a shovel and dig. Don't touch anything here. Get back to work.
Let's see what we have here.
A plan for this whole operation.
Okay.
This reminds me of my father's room.
Titus Lemonius' tomb has been found. Near the site of Conraith, British archaeologist Sir Geoffrey Griffiths has discovered the well-preserved tomb of a Roman legate, General Ed Titus Lemonius, owner of the legendary twin sword of Romulus gifted by Augustus himself, first emperor of the Roman Empire. Ed, in an exclusive interview, Sir George has described the find as a priceless addition to the history of humankind. The entrance was found by the removal of several blocks of soil around prominent statues revealing the tomb. According to Sir George, the statue represents the life of Titus. A female statue, presumably a mother holding a basket of fruits, looking to the west. Another female figure, perhaps Autumn, with a sickle in her hand, looking to the east. Sir George presumed that these statues are hidden allegories of Zephyrus, a minor god in the west wind Ed, and the other Eros, god of the east wind. All these being played in a circle with the statues of the two brothers Titus and Vitus. The achievements of the archaeologists have been acknowledged by the crown.
This might prove useful. I'll note it down.
Okay.
Let me warm my bones here.
What do we have here? Titus and Vitus conquest. Titus and Vitus Lemoine were the legendary legates of the early Roman Empire, starting their military career to suppress all riots of the Bellovaci and Allobroges. They were the key commanders during the siege of Mutina and the Battle of Actium. With the Emperor Augustus, the brothers received twin swords, presumably the ones previously belonged to Romulus and Remus. The brothers served as legates to conquer the Dalmatian and African provinces and were famous for their worship of minor gods. Titus honored Eros while his brother prayed to Zephyrus. Not much is known about the brother except for the description by Pliny the Elder. Titus wore the skin of a lion with its head on the helmet, a tradition he picked while being a signifier. Vitus held a shield large enough to cover the sky, though the exact location of the tomb remains unknown. Historians know that Titus died in the springs of 10 AD, while Vitus in the autumn of 12 AD. Okay.
Oilcloth. Won't fade and waterproof. Enough here to make 10 sails and more. Straw dolls. Eerie, but effective for a scene recreation.
Oh, I want one of these. Or two.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
No, even talking to him also, they are not helping me. So let's get down there. Anything over here?
Are you able to help me?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
Did the Romans live in amphoras? I see nothing else here.
I see something here. Okay, the third book of Bazoochology.
Sharpest pickaxe. A guilty pleasure of the real archaeologist. Missing your Laura, Mr. Swift?
Hey, a word about the trilogy.
Right then, you literary expert. What was so important about these books? Or did you simply need some kindling?
It's inspirational. I have a plan. Are you listening?
I wish I wasn't, but I am.
So, we catch a monkey, a langur, for example, then we extract some blood from it.
What? Why?
It will make us forever young, Sherry. Page 127 of the second book.
Oh, I am so done with this.
No, wait. Then how about we make a wax statue?
I've stopped listening, John.
John's challenge on John's diary. A monumental work deserves to be found and preserved. Perhaps one day Sherry will discover its brilliance and be forced to eat crow. Documents. Titus Lemon's tomb has been found. Titus and Vitus conquest. Sharpest pickaxe. Wallace D. Outram concludes the phenomenal trilogy of the successful adventure of the most crucial couple in the history of archaeology, Neb and Lore. Neb and Lore's actions have caused the earth to split in two. The hostile environment is now full of unknown creatures, flying apes, pre-turtles that carried the world, and flying dinosaurs. To prevent the end of the world, Neb and Laura have to combine their scientific knowledge and develop an ingenious solution. Sir Dredd has yet to be killed, and it is only a matter of time before he returns in wrath with ancient knowledge of changing time. Will our characters survive in the past, present, and future? The chances are doubtful, but if you buy this book, the chances will increase. Case book. Okay, I found the dramatic conclusion to the inspired trilogy. Somehow Arthur is also an avid fan of the series, or perhaps one of his employees attempted to besmirch his reputation as a scholar of note. I have located all the books. On the one hand, I understand the desire to romanticize a dull profession into something adventurous. On the other hand, I think we are due another bonfire on the vanities. The professor is Arthur Swift. He is looking for the tomb of Vitus Lemonius. I found two articles, one about brothers' lives and the other about a tomb of Titus which featured statues. Arthur Swift's research. There are 4 statues near the tomb he researched. A female statue, an allegory to the minor wind god Zephyrus looking west, with a basket of fruits in her hands. Looking east was another female statue, also an allegory of a wind god, Estus, with a sickle and archetype symbol in the autumn in her hand. Between these two were the remains of the statue of Titus and his brother Vitus. The legate appearances as described in the historical records. Titus wore a lion helmet and fought with the sword, while Vitus carried both a sword and a shield. Titus died in spring of 10 AD and Vitus in autumn of 12 AD. Arthur, character portrait. Entrance to the dig site. Investigating the ruins.
Swift lost his temper when he learned what happened to the statue.
Which statue was damaged? Pay rise, no. Broken pickaxe, no. Picked statue. Hardworking digger. Forgotten instruments. Okay.
Quite daunting to see how deep the dig is.
Swift lost his temper when he...
Forgotten instruments, nope. Broken pickaxe, nope. Kick statue. Stash of old newspapers. Closest to the beach. Pay rise. Lion helmet. Hardworking
Swift lost his temper when he learned...
Forgotten instruments, nope. Kick statue. Nope. Hardworking digger, nope. Lion helmet. Broken pickaxe, spare rise. Closest to the bench. Title pedestal. Workers at the dig site found a statue with a lion helmet head. It originally laid on the pedestal closest to the beach, but someone kicked it over the edge. As a result, the statue broke and the pedestal remains tilted.
Working and living by the sea. What a dream.
Okay.
Somehow the text remains legible. Let's see if I remember my Latin.
Investigating the ruins. An inscription near the whole pedestal translates to Vitus rests nearby. Beware the one who wished to disrupt his sleep, for he is guarded by the gaze of his brother and the autumn wind. So this is the destroyed statue.
A sickle for harvesting. The ancient Romans honored the seasons. A goddess? A mother? Someone's wife? There were 4 statues here originally.
I wonder what the 3 other statues look like.
I see now. Mr. Swift didn't realize the significance of the statues.
Okay. The one with the sickle was here because this one fell. So this is wrong. Okay, now let's read about how the statues were. At wind god Zephyrus, wind god looking west with a basket of fruits, looking east with a sickle. Okay, basket of fruits. What are the others two? Ravens of Titus and Vitus. Or a lion helmet fought with a sword and shield.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Okay, so the direction they were looking also mattered. The lion head one lay closest to the beach.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
If it fell in that direction, it must be like this, right?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Okay, it's very difficult for me to recognize. He is guarded by the gazes of his brother, an autumn wind. Vitus is the one that carries a sword and a shield.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Nope. This is north, right?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Oof. This direction thing is very difficult for me. Female statue, minor wind god Zephyrus. Sickle. Between the two, but the remains of statue Titus and his brother Vitus. They are both sword and shield. It originally lay on the pedestal closest to the beach. This is the tilted one, so the lion's head is there. So, like, I am getting everything on the right place, but the direction is wrong. The direction they are turned is wrong. They are on their right places. So
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
okay, I can see the east-west now. It's gone given in the up like a compass. I didn't notice that. Okay. The one with the basket of fruit is looking west, and one with the sickle is looking east. So this one should be looking east. And this one should be looking west.
It seems everything's in place. Now, let's see what this has to tell us.
So what happened after getting that? I didn't get anything from this. I should see if the location, the tomb become clear. Okay, something leads me there.
Here is your discovery, Mr. Swift. Hey, look at this.
What have you found? Don't let anyone touch anything there. Eureka! I found you, my friend.
Now let's see if I can go talk to him.
Romans live in amphoras. I see nothing else here.
Here, right?
Don't just stand there. Help!
I am not actually here to help, you know. I found the two Mr. Swift is engrossed in his discovery. I can use this opportunity to investigate his workbench. Okay. So got to get to his workbench. This is done. This was his workbench. Again, a box of darts.
Box of darts. Handy against rodents of all kinds.
Tusks and Trunks. The zoological bestseller Tusks and Trunks provides the most rigorous scientific description of the elephant. It is almost encyclopedic in its analysis of the creature's life, both in the wild and in captivity. One crucial chapter describes the elephant's mating season, in which they become extremely dangerous. Furthermore, the book features the guidance of how to communicate and interact with the big mammal. Leather Notebook, a personal diary owned by Arthur Swift. He describes in considerate detail his personal life and research. More importantly, it tells of a dispute between the archaeologist and Theodore Gilden over the dig site. J1224. Theodore always uses his wealth to shut down complaints. I'd rather he brought a brain with more purification so that he was smart enough to see the bigger picture. Not everything revolves around your darned elephant. I have only a few months before he will commence construction. He even lacks the imagination to build something beautiful. Ivory pots, the mundanity. I must think, let our invaluable history be buried by the inconsequential.
Trying to take over my research, are you? I come here to pick up my diary and I find you snooping around. Explain yourself.
Mr. Swift, if that were true, I would have been on my way to the newspaper. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself properly.
Outrageous! You deceived me, sir. What is the reason for your being here? Who sent you, Mr. Holmes?
Theodore Gilden's premature death brought me here.
Theodore is dead? How can that be possible?
I'm thinking of all the possibilities, and I'm not crossing out anyone who might have been involved. Even his elephant. The land you're excavating belongs to Mr. Gilden, does it not?
Did I hear an accusation? I have nothing to hide. You can ask me whatever nonsense you've prepared as a token of my diminishing respect towards you.
Very well, Mr. Swift. I appreciate your cooperation.
Last contact with Mr. Gilden.
When was the last time you saw Mr. Gilden?
A couple of days ago, we discussed the site. I believe in the tomb and its secrets. Theodore's patience was stretched, however. He was already inventing new projects. It wasn't a long conversation. I suppose that his daughter will inherit everything now, along with all of the eccentricities and problems.
And not forgetting Goliath.
Eccentricities and problems, Mr. Holmes. One of many.
Where were you this morning?
Were you at the site this morning?
Affirmative. This project is taking a lot of my time, as you see. I spend more time underground than on the surface.
When did you learn about Theodore's death?
Just now. You just told me.
And you aren't surprised, shocked? I won't tell anyone if you shed a tear or two. Weren't you partners, after all?
We were. And it is a real shame. But I've seen too many deaths in my life, Mr. Holmes, for the news to truly shake me. Will you allow me to return to my research? Or are you insisting on remaining an obstacle?
Oh, I haven't even started yet.
Provide evidence. Leather notebook.
You have a weakness for nostalgia? Or, rather, do you use it to record a list of enemies?
Young man, you need to check your moral compass. Reading another person's diary is a sin in every culture that I can think of.
But you aren't answering the question.
You've already read it. Why bother? I simply record my life to keep my memory clean from misinterpretation. Letters and pages don't lie.
But the writer of the text can.
Tusks and trunks.
With this book, you attempted to plan an attack on the elf?
Your insinuations are out of place. Goliath is a frightening animal. All I wished to do was to understand the creature. As any scientist would do, I researched, analyzed, and drew conclusions.
And what conclusion did you draw?
That Theodore Gilden made the animal miserable. He couldn't provide the proper environment for the beast. My interest in the subject ended there.
Okay, Arthur's box of darts.
What's with this box of darts? Is it for a scientific argument?
A little darker than that. Rather for killing the kind of rodents that might nibble a nose or a toe in your sleep.
Let's just say I have to protect myself against a larger animal, such as an elephant. Might it be enough to stop it, make it faint?
If I were you, I wouldn't bank on it.
Investigate the ruins.
I've nothing to add.
Arthur Swift's research.
I'm a busy man.
Bazookology trilogy.
As far as I can tell, you're a man of the academic world, so this book about Nabe and Laura is just an empirical study?
What? That nonsense? I'd prefer to lose my eyesight than read such trash.
So, you know nothing about it?
I know nothing. I wish I'd never heard of it in the first place. This caricature of science.
Do I hear traces of envy? You're still relatively young that you might find your own Laura.
Perhaps I envy Nabe, for I cannot simply blow people up for distracting me. That's all. You happy now? Wonderful.
Arthur Swift character portrait. Entrance to the dig site.
What's with this intricate recruitment process pro-British workers charge let?
As a head of this organization, I need to secure a productive environment. It's impossible to do so if there are political differences. Especially here, where the native population doesn't support our efforts to find the ancient artifacts.
Decent pay can also stimulate productivity and shut down any political discord. Hadn't you thought of that?
You're young. You have time to fritter and fight with everyone you meet. I don't have such a luxury. Our workers receive enough pay for what they do. So don't start a discussion you know nothing about.
Okay, registration of Gilden and Swift.
I've nothing to add.
Yacht Club Workshop.
I've nothing to add.
Animal suspect.
Gilden's elephant is quite an unusual addition to Cordona's fauna. What is your scientific opinion on?
No matter how much Theodore loved it, it still remained a wild animal trapped inside a stone pen. Goliath needs savannas, fields, lakes.
I'm sure that Goliath did not have a plan to kill his owner to head to the savannas. What do you think?
No, animals don't kill in a typical sense. I can only presume that it tried to protect itself from captivity, from Theodore. It was a gilded cage that was predestined to break.
Gilded cage. Traces near the shed.
Remember one of the rules? It seems that you didn't return a tool. Is this knife yours?
Do I look like a fellow who carries a knife? I don't need it.
There are plenty of uses for it on the site, and outside of it.
I have other people to cut ropes for me, Mr. Holmes.
Pack bags.
Moving on.
Paul's box of dirt.
Moving on.
Threads in envelope.
Your partner had a very specific attitude towards the things he treasured. Was this habitual for...
That would have been too much even for him. Don't get me wrong, he had a harsh temper. Like a true businessman, he was ready to burn his competitors to the ground.
But threatening someone physically would have been something new even for him, am I correct?
Absolutely. Besides, I had never seen him this angry. The fellow who received the letter must have been extremely alarmed.
Suspicious note.
I've nothing to add.
Paul
I've
Pox.
nothing to add.
Photo of Imogen.
Have you seen this person before? The one beside Imogen Gilden.
No, but he's with Imogen, so I suppose that he's a friend of hers. That girl always has her head in the clouds. I could have said Theodore was different, but that wouldn't have been entirely true.
Away with the fairies, was he?
That's one way of putting it. Either way, I don't know much about Imogen's life or her friends. The type of elite that pretends to be educated.
Vial with perfume.
Moving on.
Ivory bath construction plan.
Did this plan cause a rift in your business relationship with Theodore Gilden?
Nothing like that. Admittedly, we didn't share a common vision of what is more important, the past or the future. In my opinion, we can't build a future without knowing the past.
So you wanted to save the tomb of Vitus here, or perhaps your control over the research?
Only the knowledge that rightly belongs to humankind, nothing less and nothing more.
Okay. Key evidences collected and the mind place is blinking. I don't think I have anything else in my note. So that means it's time to catch the killer. Ivory bath construction plan. Arthur Swift confirmed that he was partners with the victim Theodore Gilden, but said his work ended due to Gilden's lack of passion for archaeological research. Threats envelope. Arthur was surprised to see Theodore this aggressive and indiscreet. Traces near the shed. Arthur said it's not his knife and he doesn't use one in his work. Animal suspect. Arthur Swift believes that the elephant sought to free itself from captivity, much like any wild animal. Entrance to the dig site. Arthur sincerely believes that the discoveries at the dig site will change humankind's understanding of their own history. Arthur's box of darts. He claims the darts are used to kill rodents at the dig site. Trust and trunks. Arthur Swift only read the book to understand the animal and how it should be treated. Leather notebook. Arthur Swift uses his diary to document important information. Investigating the ruins. I did that. So this is done. Time to go to the mine place. Fatal battering. The victim's body took a heavy beating, sustainably multiple injuries that ultimately proved fatal. Boson knife. A boson knife was left near the shed at the crime scene by an unknown person. This type of knife is used to cut ropes. Mr. Gilden owned an animal. Theodore Gilden kept a wild adult elephant at his property. Goliath may have killed Theodore. The elephant Goliath may have attacked Theodore Gilden in order to break free. Fatal battering. Boson knife. Damage to the shade. A witness fell on the shade after the incident with Goliath. The unknown person may well be injured from the fall. The partnership ended. Theodore Gilden removed Arthur Swift from the plan of the land in the old city and dissolved the partnership. Theodore threatened Paul. Theodore Gilden threatened an end to Paul Park's yacht career if the relationship with Imogen continued. Paul has a fresh bruise. Paul's elbow is swollen and has a fresh bruise. Theodore attacked Paul. Theodore Gilden hired goons to attack Paul Parks, who escaped with only minor injuries. Arthur has fresh bruises on his elbow. Arthur Swift's elbow is covered in fresh bruises. Both Arthur and Paul own darts. Each of the suspects, Arthur Swift and Paul Fox, owns a box of darts, typically used with an air gun. It was mating season. Male elephants experience mating season, which made Goliath extremely aggressive and dangerous. Trying times. Mr. Swift and Mr. Gilden's business partnership was full of hardships and disagreements over the land and its treasures. Everyone blames Goliath. Every person I've encountered blames the elephant for the death of Theodore Gilden. So nothing goes with fatal battering. Bunsen knife. Damage to the shed. Unknown third party. There was a witness at the chaos of Gilden's work. They dropped their knife and may have injuries from the fall. Fatal battering. Damage to the shed. Okay. Damage to the shed. The partnership ended. Theodore threatened Paul. Paul has a fresh bruise. Paul may have fallen on the shed. Paul's elbow injury have been sustained by falling on Theodore Gilden's shed. Fatal battering. Damage to the shed. Theodore attacked Paul. Arthur has fresh bruises on his elbow. Arthur may have received his injury while falling on Gilden's shed. Arthur may have been at the crime scene. Arthur Swift may have been at the crime scene while Theodore Gilden died. His injury matches to the damage done to the shed. Paul Fox may have been at the crime scene when Theodore Gilden died and fallen on the shed. So his injury doesn't match, but his injury matches. Fatal battering. The partnership ended. Theodore threatened Paul. Theodore attacked Paul. Both Arthur and Paul owned darts. It was mating season. Trying times. Arthur protected his research. Arthur Swift has dedicated his life to studying the history of humankind. He may have not been willing to see the end. Theodore threatened Paul. Theodore attacked Paul. Theodore attempted to destroy Paul. Theodore Gilden was highly motivated to destroy Paul's career and well-being, even going so far to hire criminals. Both Arthur and Paul owned us. It was mating season. Everyone blames Goliath. It was mating season. Everyone blames Goliath. I need to find Goliath. Goliath is dangerous right now, but may prove valuable to the case. I need to lure him out by exploiting his lust. Casebook. Okay. So I need to find Goliath. Perfume from Theodore's office can help if I extract pheromones from it. I smell whatever it is. Clearly, sweet of elephant current. The pungent concoctive could serve as an excellent source of pheromones. So okay. So I need to go to Theodore's office, right? So I need to go back to Theodore Gilden's house. I need to first leave here, I guess. I don't know, it says all evidence is collected there, so I'm not sure though. Let's get back my uniform. Need to get to Theodore Gilden's office. Which one was that in? Okay, this one. Padded leather, frequent use, view over the pen. Where was the vial again? Okay. Now how do I do it? How do I extract the perfume? Wait, there is something called chemical analysis here. 1 second. Wait, what? It was here all the time? Available reagents. Drag two reagents. Drag out an operation. Combine. Okay. I don't get it. Okay, 3 of this. 3 and -5. Drag out two reagents, drag out an operation. Then maybe this will be like this, and this, and this, right? Yeah. Okay. Maybe that other case I was having, I could have done the same here, right? Bottle of clear liquid, I could have done that. I didn't know that basically. Three and 2. It's formalin, which is used in embalming corpse. Let's do this only first. Hunting Goliath. Let's see if there is anything like she has to tell or not. Provide evidence. Hunting a
I'm
Goliath.
afraid I can't add anything useful.
Search in
Have you
envelope.
seen what your father sent to Paul?
This is despicable. My father was never a gentleman, but this crosses the line. I knew that father wasn't fond of Paul, but this is just awful. If only he could have seen how good Paulie is to me.
Entrance to the dig
There's
site.
nothing to say about this.
Arthur's box of
Don't have
darts.
any thoughts on this.
Tasks and
I'm
trunks.
afraid I can't add anything useful.
Leather notebook.
I don't have any thoughts on this.
Investigating the
I
ruin.
don't have any thoughts on
Arthur
this.
Swift's research.
I'm afraid I can't add anything useful.
Arthur
I
Swift.
don't have any thoughts on this.
Registration of Gilden and
I'm
Swift.
afraid I can't add anything useful.
Yacht Club
I'm
Workshop.
afraid I can't add anything useful.
Paul's Box of
I
Darts.
don't have any thoughts on this.
Suspicious notes.
Are you aware that Paul smuggles drugs for a dangerous gang?
Mr. Holmes, I've already told you. I call him a pirate in play. He's not an actual pirate. He's a champion and a brave gentleman, not a thug.
Let us agree to disagree on that. But don't be surprised if one of his clients knocks on your door.
Okay. I guess I'll get a elephant on the next video. So that's it for this video. I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.